Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock. Today, we are back in Ungoro Crater. Gonna turn in the quest Haze of Evil. Larian's still not speaking to me. He sure knows how to hold a grudge.
I admit, I'm a bit hesitant to touch that stuff, adventurer, but if Gregan says it'll work, then I'm willing to give it a try.
So he wants me to collect some blood petal sprouts. I think that's another, like a daily. Well, there we go. Turn that in. We're getting pretty damn close to 57. Maybe we'll hit that today while we're out here questing. And we'll probably eventually queue up for some dungeons, guys. Some ones we have not done before, like Dire Mall, East, West and North, Scholomance, Stratholme, and Upper Blackrock Spiral. See if we can get into a few of those dungeons. Hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. Let's get some soul shards here. It seems like TBC has hit its peak amount of raiders per week. This week didn't really see any changes at all. Just stayed at 323,000 people raided Warden Alliance. So that is the peak, I think. Might go up a little bit more, but I doubt we'll see 400,000 like we did in the last release of TBC in 2021. That's not bad. More hype for TBC, clearly, than there was for vanilla. I think that was... talked about this before. I think it was mainly just because we were playing so much vanilla already. With, Season Discovery and Hardcore and all that. That it just wasn't as exciting when it was announced. Also had to compete with Season of Discovery as well. Okay, we'll do one more here. Hopefully, Peg will take a hit or two. Try to get another shard here. Alright, let's get our Void Walker out. Make this a little bit easier than it already is. Kind of a high level for this zone, but I had a quest to turn in, so I felt like coming over here to do a few quests. Been dungeon farming for quite a bit now. And I also got Heavy Runecloth Bandage. Went over to the doctor and we leveled up our first aid to 300, guys. So we're ready with first aid for TBC. I'll probably get tailoring going before we get out there as well. I've been saving up a lot of cloth. So many pterodaxes here, man. We're on a lucky lair. Usually this place is completely cleared out. I only have 13 morning glory dues. Might go back and get some more food and drink. I have a little bit here. Yeah, we'll be out in Outland soon, guys. Once we hit 58, I'll try to start getting the Mount Quest going. Kind of shocked there was this many pterodaxes. Whenever I do this quest, there's always like barely any because there's so many people like completing this. But I guess We're just on at the right time. There's still no release date for the next phase of TBC, which is the release of Tempest Keep and Serpentshrine Cavern. Not sure when we'll see that announcement. They'll probably give us at least a 2-week wait or 2-week time to prepare after they announce it. Maybe it'll be like a sneak announce where that just comes out out of nowhere, where they tell us, yeah, in a few days it's coming out. Should probably go over this way. Seems to be more quests to do here. My paladin's getting pretty close to being ready to go. Wonder if we can handle a tyrant, a devil sword this level, 56. Let's see. I know Sarfog can probably, like, I don't know, taunt him here. Let's see how this goes. Let's get ourselves a Hellstone before we get going here. Sarfog is getting beat up. Okay, one shot and we are now in... We're gonna get wrecked territory. Can you please taunt him? Or no? No taunt and we're pretty much dead, guys. Taunt him, please! No, we're dead. I need to let him hit him for, like, a solid amount of time. I wonder if I could have hit him with fear, though. I think you can't, right? Because he's an elite, or maybe... I wonder if Death Coil would have worked. That would have helped. That's what I probably should have done when he started running at me. Sort of just panicked there. I didn't have a health stone here. I had healing bullet. But I wanted to try it. Looks like it's still pretty tough. And I have to let Sarfog... I think the move is to let Sarfog hit him a bunch of times and get like a huge thread lead, and then you go for it. And just use health funnel. I'll attempt it again. It was pretty close. We're pretty close to taking him down. There he is right there. Only have 2 shards. Let's get another. So need to get a soul stone there. Get another chance. Another soul shard. I think that might have been like one of the easier ones to fight too. He's 2 levels lower than us. We'll probably see another one. There isn't many people out here farming Devilsaur elites. We can kill one though. I just didn't play it properly. If I can get like 3 Shadow Bolts in for free before he starts running at me, then we should be fine. See if we wait here with the dots. Seems... No, the dots do catch up quite a bit. Just the dots alone. He doesn't really get ahead of them. They just kind of... yeah, he does. Starts getting ahead of him here. Now it stabilizes at 50%. So even the dots build up, you know, a significant amount of threat. We're almost done with the diametric, well, with the Ungoro soil. There we go. Death coil worked pretty damn well there. Got a soul stone going. Also could have used my my orb. There's a lot of things I could have done. That would have helped out quite a bit. There's a 5500 there. Farming in Ungoro. If he'll attack us. No. Doing his own thing. Just leveling up. I also have this trinket, Smolderweb's Eye, that we got from LBRS. Let me check that out. Is that another hunter there? Yeah, a few hunters are out here today. A few horde hunters. But they seem pretty chill. Actually, this guy's dwarf. There's some pterodaxes over here. We only need 3. I do have some level ups here. We have rank 6 life tap. That'd probably do so much damage to us. Not too sure how that would go. How much food do we have? Not too much. Does 400, converts 420 health into 420 mana. That is a lot of our health. Shadow burn rank 6. Does 450 to 502 shadow damage. That's still quite a bit. Curse of Recklessness rank 4. Create Firestone. Fear rank 3. Soulfire rank 2. That's an awesome ability. Let's do a Soulfire here. See how much damage it does. Not bad. Oh, there it is. Level 55 Devil Source. This will be a little bit harder. Do have a Death Coil up, just in case. I want to fight him, but we'll see how this goes. We'll just follow him around for a bit here. Want to just let the health regen. I also don't want to pull him and another mob at the same time. Might pull this Pterodax. This one will be a bit more challenging, though. He's level 55. We also have this Orc Warrior here, farming at level 60. Should I pull him in front of the Orc Warrior? I think he'll kill me. We'll see. If he kills me, whatever. We're just gonna we're gonna put this one dot up. We'll put Curse of Agony up. Because that doesn't really generate too much threat. Do this. And then we'll let Sarfog get a little closer so we can health funnel. Just see how long, if we can health funnel Sarfog through this. He's getting hit pretty damn hard. He's like, us healing Sarfog is like not helping. So he feared him. He's gonna kill Sarfog. Sarfog just doesn't do enough damage. So we'll bandage ourselves up. So we're gonna be going to town here. We'll back up a bit. He's gonna kill us. Yeah, I should have got a shield from Sarfog. That was a mistake. Let's see if this works. It does work. Can we fear him? We can. Okay, my bad. This isn't too bad. If Trinket's healing us. Should kill him after this. Yeah, it's actually not too bad at all. It's just in CC. I have to CC more as a Warlock. I have to use the Death Coil Fear move. So yeah, that was my mistake. We also used our orb as well, which is pretty damn strong. Gives us like, I think 400 health or something like that. We didn't even really need to, like, lose Sarfog there either. We could just start fighting and then used Death Coil and Fear. I just thought we're not able to, you know, fear and CC him because he's an elite. Some elites are like that. Especially bosses. Man, Netflix has gone up by quite a bit. Keeps going up and up. Well, for the no ad subscription, I don't think anybody gets that anymore. Maybe they do. It's pretty expensive. It's like $20 a month now. Used to be $8 a month in 2011 during the customer acquisition phase. It's crazy how much they've increased it over the years, but I guess there's just more content now on there, so maybe that they think that justifies it. It's mostly probably because they want the stonks to go up. I don't watch too much Netflix. The last time I watched it was to watch Squid Game. I like the first one. The sequel was okay, but the first one's by far the best. It's usually like that with TV series and movies. Especially movies. I'd say that was more of like a movie. But it was a TV series. Right? Pretty sure? Yeah, it was. I haven't watched it in a while. Yeah, it was a TV series. But even, yeah, TV series are like that too. Usually the second season isn't as good as the first. I want to get a couple quests done before we start queuing up for some dungeons, guys. It's probably going to be the last zone we actually quest in the vanilla world. And Forza 6 came out. It's in Tokyo. Supposedly it's 5 times larger than any previous urban area in the series. I haven't played any of the new Forzas. But the cities sound pretty awesome. It kind of probably feels like a racing MMO. With all of the traveling you can do, and like you can explore the cities and just get into races. Level up, get new cars. It's a pretty cool arcade-style racing game. It's clearly beat out Need for Speed. I used to really enjoy Need for Speed back in the day. Need for Speed Underground series, those were my favorites. That was a long time ago, though. Very long time ago. Maybe even, I don't know, 20 years, who knows. Yeah, we're almost done with the Ungoro soil. Our drop rates haven't been that great, but it's been alright. I have a feeling we're going to have a rough time leveling up tailoring. I probably don't have enough cloth, but maybe we'll take a little dip into the gold stash to level it up. Currently have 1,200 on the server so far. I did a little bit of enchanting with the paladin, and I don't want to spend too much because we need gold for the mount. So maybe I'll do that first. And then I also need gold for my paladin to get some decent enchants and gems so he can get into Kil'jaeden soon. Which we're getting pretty close to ready. I just need to farm some badges and get some badge gear before we go in, I think. I'll probably go in, hopefully, over-prepared, but I don't want to be under-prepared and just get clapped. My tank isn't, he's gotten a lot of gear from the PvP loot that we farmed, but, still getting hit pretty hard in heroics, but supposedly, Kil'jaeden's actually easier than some heroics, so if we can handle some of the hardest hitting mobs in heroics, we should be able to handle most of the hardest hitting mobs in Kil'jaeden. Let's keep farming shards here. I wonder if I have any of this, like, any of these quest items in the bank. I probably do. I just forgot to get them. No, I don't. A lot of cloth, though. A little bit. Got much more on the bank alts. Get rocked here by this warrior. He stopped. He's gonna kill me. Yeah. Just thinking about it. You can just tell. When they do the stop, it's like, should I kill that warlock? Have to just use a quick death coil fear combo. Dot him up. When he gets close, sacrifice. And just cast and hope you kill him. That would be my strategy. Scales don't want to drop. Should we queue up for a dungeon? Always come back and finish these. While we're waiting, see what happens. Yeah, there's nothing going on. Might as well queue up. We're queued up for Skullomance, Stratholme, Dire Maul, East, West, and North. And that's it. See what we get into. There's a level 69 paladin trying to do some Stratholme to get his mount. So maybe we'll get into that guy's group. We'll just keep heading south. We'll have a few more, four more pterodactyls to take down. It's kind of interesting. So, I don't know if you guys ever heard of No Man's Sky. It's a space exploration game. When it first came out, it got some pretty bad reviews. So kind of buggy, right? I guess didn't really feel like a space exploration game. After a bunch of updates, kind of redeemed itself. Kind of reminds me of like the Cyberpunk story. And they've added something new to the game, which sounds kind of cool. It's a Pokemon-style fighting arena. So how it looks is... players can train pets and build teams using Xeno species discovered across the universe. So I guess you can go to, like, planets and collect pets. And then bring those pets to a Xeno arena and fight. That's kind of cool. It's sort of like what World of Warcraft did with their pets. They didn't really do a good job. They did a decent job. They kind of just made it a little game and they just let it go to the side. They didn't really work on it to like make it a big feature of the game. And WoW, I think they've kind of dropped the ball on a lot of like cool things they could have done. You know, they could have easily made a World of Warcraft at battle story mode, right? Where you go around the world and there's all these like epic trainers and you like fight your way up. I think that'd be kind of cool. But maybe they just thought that the interest just isn't there. There also isn't like a queue up system for like pet battles. Sort of like how Arena is, Battlegrounds, and all that stuff. They really dropped the ball on that. I think they could have made it into something interesting. But the thing is, if they made it serious and something that players actually liked, they would have had to keep updating it and then balancing, like, you know, pet battle stats and stuff. So maybe they just didn't want to do that. So that's just more work, right? Yet another game mode. It's more balancing, more work. So they kind of just kept it as like a fun thing. Like an addition to what you can do with your pets. I honestly thought they should have added Hearthstone to World of Warcraft as well. I think that would have been great. You know, if you could just go to a tavern or Goldshire, just there's a Hearthstone, or just a place where there's a bunch of Hearthstone tables and you can just sit down and play some Hearthstone with somebody. Just logs you into your account and you have a little Hearthstone battle, and there's leaderboards or tournaments, and you can get cosmetics or rewards if you win like weekly tournaments or monthly tournaments. Maybe we'll see that in the future. Who knows? Should we head down here and get the last 4 pterodactyls, or will they be up there? If we go all the way up there and they're not there, we're going to be kind of upset, to be honest. But we got time, so I think we'll just guarantee that we get the quest done by going down here. We're almost there. Still need a dinosaur bone. There we go, we're done with the dinosaur bones. And we need a pterodactyl scale. Hopefully those guys drop it that we fight. That'll be a solid amount of quests in Ngoro. Probably get level 57. Yeah, No Man's Sky would be a cool game to play. probably the best space exploration game out there. I'm not too sure if it's better than Star Citizen, but I would assume it is. You don't really hear many, like, you don't really hear, like, good news about Star Citizen. Right? It's still, like, not released yet. Or fully released. Maybe it will be in the future, but it's been in beta for, I don't know, over a decade now, I think. Or close to a decade. I wonder if Starfield will turn into an awesome space exploration game with, you know, updates and patches. That's Bethesda's, you know, version of a space exploration game. We're going the wrong way. Damn it. I don't know if there's any up there. Probably not. There we go. More here. Hopefully we get a scale from one of these guys. Let's see how the groups are going. Not many people looking for groups, which is a shame. Surprised it's like Tank isn't inviting a bunch of people. Maybe he can't see us. Pretty sure we don't have to go to Stratholme for our mounts. It's just DM East and also Scholomance. Looks like someone else was here. And then Marathon's player numbers have been going down. That's the new extraction shooter. Maybe it'll go free to play. It's probably what'll happen. I think that's what we'll see a lot of, just a lot of free to play extraction shooter games coming out. I like extraction shooters. They're pretty cool. I just like... enjoy games. I kind of enjoy, like, a hardcore style game like that. I wouldn't even really call it hardcore, but just a game where you... when you die, you lose something. It's a hard balance, though, to find a game where, you know, the loss isn't so big that you just say, you know what, I'm not playing anymore. Or I'm taking a long break. World of Warcraft's hardcore is like that, especially if you die close to level 60, or especially die after 60 after you accumulated a bunch of gear. I think a lot of people probably take breaks after they lose a character that they put, like, you know, 200 hours into. Alright, so we're done the quests, guys. We're just going to move up. We could do Finding the Source. It's a pretty easy one as well. Maybe we'll just head up and... oh my gosh, I hate these wasps, dude. I hate mounts. I hate getting dismounted. I have Thunder Fury. See if we can sneak by here. Yeah, no one's making a group. Maybe we'll make our own. This guy's trying to do DM East. And Blackrock Depths. Hopefully it's not too hard for us to get groups for our mount. At 58. This quest isn't too bad. You just go back and forth a few times. A lot of traveling, though. Might just go back and turn this in. We could do it later if we want to come back. Pretty damn close to 58, so. After a dungeon run and finishing some quests, we should probably be 58. The dungeon I want to do the most is probably Dire Maul West, so we can get the key for East. That would be nice. Because if nobody has the key for East, you can't really do it. That's what I had to do on my Paladin. We had to do West, then East. But it wasn't too bad, because I was getting XP anyways. And it was a pretty epic quest chain. I liked it. And I helped the Warlock finish theirs, which was cool. Their quest chain is fun as well. I got to see the end of it, but not all of it. Hopefully we don't have too much trouble finding a group. It could be tough, though. When I was doing it, a lot of people were leveling up and playing and all that stuff, so... Probably more people playing at that time. But we'll try to get it done. Should cost us like... I'm not too sure. Probably over 500 gold. We'll be pretty broke after. But we got the Paladin to farm gold. Once we get broke enough, we'll strap him up with some gear and try to learn the strat home farm. Which is probably going to be pretty soon. Should have enough gear for it already, I think. Just don't have engineering up. Engineering makes it a little easier. Like rocket boots and grenades and stuff like that. You can pull a lot of mobs with rocket boots.
What's up?
Every great vehicle needs a name. I was thinking I'd call it Pwned.
Yes, these scales are perfect. I should be able to get this flyer off the ground with these scales for sure. Thanks.
Probably go with the shield. It sells for the most.
Hurry back!
There we go, level 57. Which means we'll get another rank of Daemonic Embrace. Which maxes us out. Which means we have 15% increased stamina, but we have 5% less spirit, so we don't have as much regen, health and mana regen.
How are you? Safe travel.
Yeah, let's turn these in now.
Welcome to the refuge, adventurer. Some come here with a purpose. Others found their way here by accident.
Take the
But
blade
everyone
boots.
here seems to have a unique story to tell. I am absolutely terrified of the pterodax here. Thank you for decreasing their numbers, adventurer. Now I might feel safe enough to venture out of Marshall's refuge.
Excellent. These should do the trick.
I'll take
And
these
now, if you'll
boots.
permit me,
Pretty good.
thanks for digging all of these bones out of the ground for us and not hurting the native beasts in any way. Whether you really did or didn't, I don't want to know. Let's keep it that way, shall we? Here, maybe this will keep your lips shut on the whole thing. Anything to get out of here alive, I say.
Alright, there we go. Let's see if these boots are an upgrade. No. More intellect, but less spell power. That's interesting trade. 2 intellect. We gain that 10 stam though as 2 more armor. I don't know, maybe these are better. We'll put them on. Should probably use some stamina. Let's dismiss Sarfog here for a second. Take a little screenshot here in the Ungoro Crystal Cave. What the heck? What's this guy doing? NATO. Alright, well, let's head back to Ironforge, guys, and we'll get ourselves... learn some new abilities. There we go. We actually need some... we need food and drink. Yeah, we do.
What can I get for you today?
Spend a lot of gold on that, too. Just got drink right now.
See ya
That's why when I'm on my paladin, I always try to get, like, some mage food. It's pretty damn easy, too. Like, mages are pretty chill about it in TBC compared to vanilla. It's a lot less of a hassle for them. Because they just put down, you know, the table, the mage table. So... it's pretty chill in TBC just to give out food and water. Compared to vanilla. Same with Warlock summoning and giving out health stones. You just put down like a pot full of health stones and or cauldron, I guess you could call it, and everybody picks one up.
The arcane only corrupts those who are weak. Keep up on your training, or you may find a similar fate.
Alright, Curse of Recklessness rank 4. Reduces armor by 640. Fear rank 3. 20-second fear. Life tap rank 6. Converts 421 health into 421 mana. Crate Firestone. Rank 4. Just chance your main hand with fire, granting each attack to deal 80 to 120 additional fire damage. Increases fire damage by 21 fire damage spelled. Shadow Burn rank 6, 453 to 505 shadow damage, and Soulfire rank 2. Soulfire now will now do 776 to 973 fire damage. It's quite a bit.
Have a great day now.
All right, guys. Well, I'll get these abilities on my bar before we log off. Hopefully, I can find a group eventually. But that is what we will be doing next is a dungeon. Either Dire Maul, Scholomance, or Strato. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.